Man must stand up like man. Man must act like man. Man must behave like man. Man must take decision like man. Eh? You weak jellyback. Oh, Jesus have mercy. Me not deal with jellyback man. Me love man, we are man. We stand up like man. We talk like man. We act like man. We behave like man. Man a man. Elders, get up. Stand up like man. Lord Jesus have mercy. Somebody had trouble me this morning. Every man in the house, stand up. Love your wife. Respect them. Listen to them. But the decision comes down to you. Me have one real man. Him a man from his head to his foot. Him a man in every form and fashion.
Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to the channel of upright men and women. Guys, you often hear me speak about jellyback man. Well, I got that term from this lovely pastor lady and she preached the thing the right way. Woman, boy, mother shake off your hand, boy, mother go to your church. Now, why did I speak of jellyback man? Today, me see something where sick my stomach. I was in my bank this afternoon down Duke Street in downtown Kingston. While in the bank, I saw this sitting here and I did have to take the picture. When you look on the pants, good. Look on them cassava thick foot there, good. And also, about 2 weeks ago, I was passing in Parade. And at North Parade, I took this picture also. Now, want to look on them and sitting here good. Would you call these men? Maybe I'm naive. But from my standpoint, I would think that these are individuals who have a gender identity crisis. That is, them not know whether them a man or a woman. Them a person who born in a man's body but feels that them a woman. A man who borns are a female in body but feels that them a male. That's called gender identity crisis. You can't tighten your pants foot so and at the same time you feel say you really want to be a man. Not no go so. You can't fool nobody. You're a chick with a dick. Yeah man, these things you look on, these are chicks with dicks. So for any woman, any female who go lay down in a bed with this, them are sitting here, or who actually believe or who are sexually attracted to sit like them here, you're a lesbian. You're a closet lesbian. Because you couldn't want a man and go take this. Do I get an amen? You might have heard on the news about Patrick Pearson. Patrick Pearson is a system analyst and computer engineer. He is from Maryland in the United States. He runs a business called Tektronic Incorporated and he has contracts with both major telecom companies in Jamaica. Plus, he has as his clients some of the business processing outsource companies in Jamaica. In other words, a bright boy. And he's earning a lot of money in Jamaica. And I hear that he's actually being paid in US dollars. Whether all or a portion of his money. Now, me tell you every day, you see, money can't buy class. Education can't buy class. Being intelligent and educated and talented still does make you have class. Class, just like finesse, you either have it or you don't. When you hear me sometimes talk about butu in a Benz, enough little jagabat drive Benz. Because class is about who you are. not what you do or how much you earn. And Patrick Pearson is now dead and him give away for him life. I can't sorry for men like this, you know. Me I gotta tell you how him give away for him one. When he just came to Jamaica, he rented a nice little flat in the New Kingston area. Then him got take up with this girl. She's Stacey Ann Hemmings. Now this is Stacey Ann Hemmings. Now, me always say no, una always hear me say you know, you are who you work. And you can, with your education and your talent and your money and your skills, you go lay down with this insignia. And then you call yourself a high value man. Or tell me say you have class or good taste. He met this girl. I hear that he met her in December of 2023. Which is just about 6 months after he has been here. I hear that his original plan is to stay here for 5 years. He has no family here, but he has a good friend called Mark. And Mark tell him, say, look, listen man, hear what you do. You're in Jamaica for 5 years. Instead of staying in this big rent, why don't you just purchase a house and use the rent money and pay for the house instead? At least you have your name in a property. You don't have to sell it back because you can rent it out as Airbnb and have somebody collect your money even if you are no longer here after X number of years. Or even if you're selling it back at the end of the day, at least you will get back even your rent money. So you don't have anything to lose. It's 5 years that. And he decided to do that. So he bought a house up in a place called Aylsham. And Aylsham is up in the Cherry Gardens area. So you know say enough money for that house. Now I hear that this girl come from Conrad Lane in downtown Kingston. A lot of you might not know Conrad Lane, but Conrad Lane is run by Kingston Gardens. Just little bottom side Almantown. And she started now staying at his place. She claims she's a hairdresser, but him never see her do hair yet. But him see her with like her little basket or so with paraphernalia that is used for hairdressing and all of that. But him never actually see her actual work because she claimed that she's seeking work. But him take her up and he was supporting her. And she eventually started to live with him. But having said that, you know, he didn't fully give up the United States for all this time. What he did, he would go back sometime for a month and come back to Jamaica, handle his business here, and would travel like every 3 months. He would go up for 2 weeks or a month. So he traveled more like 3 times a year, spending 2 or 3 weeks and sometimes up to a month at a time. When he do that, he leave the girl in the house. So she had access to the entire house. And of course, they had some kind of a king alarm system or one of those private security firms who has cameras set up in the place and panic buttons and all those things. So because of that now, the house is always secure and she is left in the house. She couldn't drive, but she have a taxi that she can call and can carry where she wanna go and back, and he make arrangements for the taximan to get paid whenever necessary. Now, he left the island on the 10th of March, Monday, March 10th, to go back to the US to sort out some business he have there to come back. He arrived in the island, back in the island 2 weeks later on the 25th of March. That is last week, Tuesday. The night when he came home on Wednesday the 26th. They went to a function. And then they went to a sports lounge in somewhere in New Kingston. And they got back very late. They got back more closer to midnight. And they locked up the place and they went to bed. They woke up in the 2 o'clock bells in the wee hours of Thursday morning, tearing down the barrel of guns. 3 men in the house, juke them down raise them off of the bed, put them on the floor. The man them tie the two of them hands behind them back with zip ties, stand up on them, ask for the password for a metal safe that the man having there in a cupboard, because them actually searched the place and found a safe in a closet. And in order to save him life, him give them the code. And then them really dig up the place. On their way out, one of the gunmen put the gun into the back of the man's neck and squeeze the trigger. After them get what them want to know, and then they left. The girl claims say she managed to free herself after a while and dial 119. Police of course come and swarm the place. The man was taken to hospital, but of course he died. Of course the police took a statement from her, but she couldn't give any account to why the place was left open and how there was no break-in. And she couldn't understand how the alarm system from the security company was not triggered. So the police called the security firm. And according to the security firm, she had exited the house and went out to the gate about 12:20 just to check the gate, or so it seems. And this was seen on camera. Before that, she had disabled the alarm system. Once you try to disable the system or turn it off, the security company is going to give the residents a call. Now, the call came to her. The reason why the call came to her is because, remember, the owner for the house, Patrick Pearson, he was off the island and the security company didn't even know that he had returned. So they called she, and she had to give a password, and she gave the right password to confirm that it is she who disabled the system. So once the police got this information, they knew that she was involved, and so now they have the report from the security company and they have her on camera going hours and night go check if gate open. And she must have been the one who had ensured that the veranda and other grills were not locked. So the police hang on upon her. So far, she has given up one name for somebody, a male who live in Fletcher's Land. And as we know, Fletcher's Land is just walking distance from Kingston Gardens. That's why I tell people, you don't trust nothing will look like that. You see just how them hair fake, and them eyebrow fake, and them eyelash fake, and them skin color fake. I saw them smile fake. Plastic hair, plastic eyelash, plastic smile. A good all plastic pums you all get to, you don't even know. The man used to get. A good all plastic pums the man all get and don't even know. This man bite low. Why you think him in this position? Why you think him lose him life? Because him bite low. Look how many good Jamaican women are out there. No, but none of that him want. He want dolly. He want dolly. If you want dolly, brethren, you get a bicycle and zigzag pan it. Go on a bicycle and zigzag. That is the only dolly you're supposed to want. Because what? A dolly is a toy. So sitting like them, a toy. Something you play with and discard when you don't play with it. Although as far as I'm concerned, you don't play with them and sitting here at all. Don't touch. Leave them to their own kind. Leave them to the boy them in the tight up pants. You can't turn something like that into a lady, brethren. You can't turn something like that into a wife. As for dolly, only girls play with dolls. So if you want dolly to play with, then as the pastor lady say, you're not a real man. A real man no play with dolly. Real man played football and cricket and them something there. This is just another strong message that we supposed to learn from. And so when you see them something on the road, love them. You can judge a man by the type of company he keeps. You can also judge a person by who they share body fluids with. And even though as a man, you have a lot more lassitude to screw anything. Nevertheless, it does say something about your character. I hear here some family members who will be coming to Jamaica, who will be taking charge of his body, and who will want to gain access to the property and to check how they go forward with that. She has not yet actually been charged, but they are preparing the file, and as soon as she's charged, I will follow it up and let you know. And when the other men, the other two men, are captured, I'll of course bring it to you here. Take heed, men, take heed. Thanks for watching. Like, share, leave a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.